Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Yes, it is a brand new year. This is my first video for 2023 and I am ready to just go all in. By the way, if you happen to be visiting here for the very first time, welcome to my page. This is my world of beauty. My name is Donella. Thank you so much for being here with me. Now for today's look, I'm sure you can tell from the title of the video, it is very simple. It's something that I am very familiar with. It's something that I do practically every single day. Well, not every day, but on most days when I wear makeup, whether to work or maybe a quick run to go somewhere and I want a quick makeup look that's not going to make me look overdone and it doesn't look like I try too hard. It doesn't look like I try too hard, I'm wearing too much makeup. This is a look that I do quite often. So if you are interested in seeing my everyday, simple, clean skin makeup look, then please stay tuned. By the way, if I didn't say this in my intro, Happy New Year everybody. Yes, I know it's February, don't cuss me out. It's February, yes, but this is actually my first video for 2023. So I have to tell everybody Happy New Year because I didn't get a chance to. So if I didn't say it in my intro, I'm telling you now, Happy 2020. Okay, so let's get started. The first things first, of course, I already went in with my skin prep. I went in with my cleansing oil from Uoma Beauty. It's this one right here. I am in love with it. This is actually my second bottle because I use this thing like almost every day when I come home from work or when I get up in the morning and I'm skin prepping. Sometimes I just like to use that and my sunscreen, add a little bit of skin tint, of course, to my eyebrows. By the way, speaking about eyebrows, because I think my eyebrows look absolutely gorgeous right now on camera, I'm trying a new product from NYXCosmetics. This one is the kabrow and this is in the shade number 5. This is like the darkest brown and then it goes over into like the black shades, but I don't use black on my eyebrows. I think it's a little bit too harsh. So this is like the deepest shade of brown, which is number 5, and it is like, it has this little fancy thing where it has that wand right here. Not wand, this is a brush, sorry, and then the gel right here. Yeah, literally used it for the first time today and I think my eyebrows look amazeballs. Like, I think they look amazing, honestly. So I have a love-hate relationship with gel brow products because I have such oily skin, but I think this one dries down almost like it looks like pencil, and I do believe I could incorporate a little bit of pencil and maybe just a bit of the brow gel. Where's my pencil? What's my pencil? I do have a Benefit Goof Proof pencil as well. I think I can incorporate both of them and I'm still going to get this great looking shape of eyebrows that I love so much. I did double moisturize. I went in with my CeraVE moisturizing cream. This is normally a product I apply during the nighttime. That's because I feel like it does some really great things to my skin when I'm sleeping. And then of course I apply, if I feel like I need some extra protection, I apply a little bit of my retinol capsules. And then I also go in with my oldie but goodie Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel. I'm sure you guys have seen me use these in past videos. It's one of my favorite products from Neutrogena, the Hydro Boost water gel. It just has my skin, a combination of all 3 products just has my skin looking like kissy boo. This next step is a little bit scary for me because I don't necessarily like to use new products when I'm doing like my everyday makeup look. I like to stick to things I know. So this one is a little bit scary for me, but I am going to be using a new foundation, complexion product, whatever you want to call it, for this video. This one is a gel foundation from Chantecaille. And by the way, let me just give you guys a little background information on this brand. I actually went and researched this brand because I found out, you know, sometimes I Google makeup and what's not, just trying to see, you know, the type of brands that people use when they're filming movies and stuff. So I found out Chantecaille is actually a brand that they use on the set of the HBO series Euphoria starring Zendaya. I'm just like, oh, I have to go find that. So I found the shade Carab. They don't really have a wide range of colors. I find the deep dark section needs a little bit of work. I am the shade Carab in Black Opal, and I thought that I might as well just buy Carab. If it doesn't suit me, which I think it will, the undertone look like it has a little bit more orange reddish in it, so I might have to be careful when applying this. But this is what it looks like. It's a gel foundation. I expect it to apply really smooth. There's not going to be any lumps and all that, so I'm going to apply my makeup exactly how I normally do when I do this everyday makeup look. I normally go in with my concealer first. I know it sounds a little bit crazy. Some persons like to put on their foundation, then their concealers, but because this is the everyday look, I like to cover up my dark areas, then go in with my complexion product, whatever it might be, which in this case is a gel foundation. In most cases for everyday look, I do use a skin tint or a very lightweight foundation, but we're going to be trying this today. And please don't judge me, I did not I did not wash my sponge this week. Well, I plan to wash them tomorrow, but because I'm filming today, well, we're just gonna have to use the sponge that I've used all week. It's mine, so I don't think I don't think y'all should mind, because it's mine. Okay, whenever I want a little bit more coverage, I do allow the concealer to dry down just a little bit. But because I want this to look like an everyday makeup look, I want it to be light and subtle and all that, I'm going to just go in and blend it right away. And I'm using the Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer from Too Faced. This one is in the shade Spiced Rum. I'm sorry the camera is not focusing on the product. Going next with this double-ended brush. This has more of like a round tip, and I'm just going to go in and press the concealer in. This is because I don't want it to have too much coverage. I do want to blend some of it out before I apply the gel foundation. Next, of course, I'm going to go in and apply the gel foundation. Because there's so much product in the cover, I'm going to use what's here in the cover. Ooh, I'm so afraid of this, right? Because it just looks, it's a gel foundation, so I'm not really sure if it's going to have like a thick application. Ooh, 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 ooh. I just had to just stop talking because look at how that just blended. What? Let's do the other side now. Looking at this, right, as you can see, it has like a little bit of a reddish orangish undertone, but for some reason, and it's not because I have these bright lights on me right now, it actually just like blended into my skin. Like, what? Okay, I'm not going to go crazy just because I saw that. I'm still going to go in inch by inch. I actually think this is too much and all, but I'm just going to go in inch by inch still to make sure I'm not applying too much. Take the excess and put it back inside the cover, and we're just going to apply this all over my face. I don't like to put a lot of foundation on my forehead. That's because I feel like the forehead needs just a little bit of coverage. You know, it needs probably the least amount of coverage compared to your under eyes. You know, when people show you, that's just my personal opinion. I just feel like my forehead just needs the least amount of makeup next to my under eyes. So we're just going to go in and blend this, and this has blended perfect. Okay, so everything looks a little bit flat right now, and I just wanted to take like a minute or two just so I can appreciate how this Chantecaille gel foundation just, oh my god, I just melt right into my skin. And normally I go in with my round tip double-ended brush and just kind of blend it depending on the type of complexion product I use on that day. And I don't want to miss that step, so I'm going to do the same thing with the Chantecaille gel foundation, where I just press it into my skin. And next, and set my under eye concealer. I love it's a little bit all over the place, and this is exactly how I put my makeup on in the mornings before I go to work. I'm all over the place. So if you like I'm all over the place and I'm not really focused on one area, it's because literally in my mind I'm thinking, hey, I'm preparing for work, so let's do it exactly how I do it, where I'm all over the place. So I'm going to go in next to set my under eye concealer with this Makeup Revolution powder. This is a banana powder from Makeup Revolution. I think it's deep banana. I think there's banana and then there's deep banana. This one that has a little bit more yellow in it, this one is deep banana. And I'm going to go in, of course, with my triangle puff and start from right here and work my way up to my under eye area and set that baby in place. Okay, So because this is a setting powder, right? This not just only under my eyes, but I like to place just a little bit right here, and then I just blend it over both areas of my eyebrows. That's because I do have a bit of excess oil that comes through, and I like to just place some powders just above it, just so that I can have a little bit more control of the oils that I know is going to spring during the course of the day. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to press some here. Ooh, that's on my shirt, right? And I'm going to place some right over my nose. And there's an extra step that is not really necessary, but I'm going to add it for persons who probably maybe just want to add a little bit of contour to their face. If they feel like, you know, things are looking a little bit flat, I need to add a little bit more of dimension. Well, let's go in with my Danessa Myrics Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. This one is in the shade number 10. Yeah, you guys saw me review this. This is an amazing thing. And listen, I have been dipping into this, but because it's such an amazing product, right, I only dip it like twice, just like that, whenever I feel like I want to add a little bit of dimension to my clean skin makeup look. Do the same thing and apply just a little bit right here by my hairline. Come down. We're gonna create, what did I say, the letter E. Same thing right here, one dip right here and right here, and just like that, I just feel like I have a little bit more dimension on my face than I did before. Okay, so I turned on my lights a little bit because I felt like it was just a little bit too intense. I don't know if you guys can see what I just applied, but it's supposed to be something that's extremely subtle, so it's not supposed to be like loud. Okay, so next I'm going to take the same duo and brush and just basically blend out the creases that I see right here from the Too Faced concealer that I applied. And then I'm going to go in with my MAC press powder. This is a MAC Studio Finish press powder. This one is in the shade NC50, and this is a powder that I basically use to set the concealer that I place on my eyes. I don't really go in with eyeshadows, like I rarely do that. It's something that I might do like once in a blue moon type of thing, but I start with my brow bone where I set the concealer that's right underneath there, and then I go in and in a downward motion I just press the powder on it like that. Sorry, I start patting it because I'm patting it first, and then I go dip one more time, and then I apply it in a downward motion. So in a sense, I'm just basically giving myself just a small, simple, subtle eyeshadow look, but at the same time I'm also setting the concealer. So on the next eye, same thing, set the concealer that's directly underneath my brow bone. Then I go in once again, pat it, whichever one you want to say, over the eye so that we set the concealer in place. Dip it one more time, and then we bring it down in downward motions. Now on some occasions I like to go in with the deeper shade that is currently cracked, so I don't want to open it. I like to go in with a deeper shade of powder and just add some right here in the crease, just to give myself a little bit of dimension, to make it like, hey, I have a crease color and I have a lid color, but it cracked. It fell and cracked. I may want to open it because I feel like it's going to chow it. I feel like it's going to chow it on me. I may feel like doing that right now, so let's just leave this one with this jumbo black pencil and just line my waterline just like that. Nice little couple of strokes of black. And then I'm going to go in with my mascara. I do have a primer and a lash primer and a mascara. This one is from Lancôme. I think I used this before in a previous makeup video. This one is the Monsieur Big. It is a very intense black shade, but it comes with a primer, a lash primer, which I actually need to clean because why is it primer? So I'm going to go in and prime my lashes, bottom and top and bottom, and then I'm going to go in and apply the mascara shortly after. Okay, now that my lashes are primed, I'm going to go in next with the Monsieur Big mascara. and just pull these babies out. Look at how much lift I have just from using the primer. Ooh. I'm going to actually skip liner for this look. In some cases I do apply just a small of liner on my eyes, but I'm gonna tell you right now, in most cases I don't have the time. I literally give myself 15 minutes to get this done and get out of the house, because I have to get to work and have to get my daughter to school. So it's almost like the 15 minutes is always in the back of my mind. Do I have time to apply this liner or not? Is this liner important? Is my mascara enough? And in most instances I'm just like, listen, we're just gonna do the mascara alone, and we're gonna do it. I do see a bit of negative space. That might have been when I was applying the powder. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the kabrow gel right there, and just try to fill in that little space that I made the mess in. And that was so easy to fill. I wonder if I need to put some on this side just to make sure that one doesn't look too intense than the other, just to balance it out. Okay, let's not overdo it and then mess up the whole thing. I think that's good. Let's leave that. Let's just apply a lip. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my favorite NYX Jumbo pencil. It's a deep brown shade. I use this to line my lips. For those of you who know this pencil, and you're gonna be like, oh, it's the eye pencil. Yes, I know it's an eye pencil, but I use it as a lip liner. It is in the shade Frappe, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so this is it. It's a very subtle brown, and I'm going to go in with another NYX product, if I could get it open. This one is the Butter Gloss from NYX. This is the shade Ginger Snap. This is like a dark skin girl's favorite lip gloss, because it can wear with or without a lip pencil. But I just like to see the combination with Frappe. I just love to see the combination. So, right, let's just pause for a minute. I have to say I was pleasantly surprised by this Chantecaille, and I hope I'm pronouncing this. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. If I'm not, I apologize, and in my next video I will correct myself. I was pleasantly surprised by this Chantecaille gel foundation. It is so lightweight, right? It reminds me so much of my Fenty Beauty skin tint. It's very light, and I almost feel like I'm only wearing my moisturizers and sunscreen. It's so lightweight, and the way how it just melts into my skin. I was also surprised at myself that I chose the right shade, because I was looking at it and I was like, should I go up a shade or should I just stick with CeraVE? Because I wear CeraVE in black opal, so I don't think I would be right. So I'm happy with that. I'm very pleased. So this is my everyday clean skin fresh makeup look. If you, whatever you want to call it, it's right up my alley. Anything that has to do with nude makeup, that is right up my alley, and I got it down pat. Okay, so that is it for this video. If you happen to have enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way out. And also, if you are interested in seeing more of my videos, please just go ahead and click the subscribe button on your way out. Thank you guys so much for being here with me, my first video for 2023, and I'll talk to you guys real soon on my next upload. Bye.